building your scene. This tutorial shows how to place items and build a scene. Before we start with imported 3D models, we will use the Lumion 3D object library to create a scene. Start by starting Lumion and clicking one of the new empty scenes to create a new scene. On the left you see 4 buttons. Each button controls a different aspect of build mode. The first button allows you to control the weather. The second button allows you to alter the landscape. The third button allows you to import your models and modify imported models. The last button allows you to add predefined objects to the scene. Notice how the buttons slide in view when you move your mouse closer. Click the last button to start adding objects. There are 6 main object categories. Make sure the first category is selected, so we can start adding some trees. Click on the landscape to add a new tree. Look at these 4 buttons. These buttons allow you to switch tasks. The first button, the one that's currently selected, allows you to add new objects. The second button allows you to relocate objects. Click the second button. Try moving some trees by dragging their icons. Notice that each object has multiple icons, one for moving along the landscape, and one for moving the object up or down. The third button allows you to delete objects. Click the third button and delete some of the trees. Please note that delete mode only shows delete icons for the trees and not for any of the other object categories. In Lumion, each mouse mode is context sensitive. To delete a tree, the tree category needs to be selected or its icon will not show up. Let's move on to the last button, the menu button. It allows you to pull up a menu for each object. Click the last button and click on one of the objects to pull up its menu. Click on selection. And next select all similar. This selects all trees similar to the one that has the menu. Next, click on one of the selected trees, click on position, and click on space. This will space objects in a straight line between the object with the menu and the one that is most distant of all selected objects. This is all you need to know to place objects. Let's place some more objects. Click the buildings category to start placing a building. Make sure the first of the big buttons is selected, because we want to add a new building, and not pull up a menu. Notice the thumbnail on the right side of the bottom bar. You can click this thumbnail to select different items from the library. Click the thumbnail. Click on the third category in the library, and select one of the smaller houses. Click somewhere on the landscape to place a new house. In Lumion you can place items directly on top of other items. Let's put a bird on the roof of the house. Select the people object category to select a bird. In the library select the bird category and select a pigeon. Move towards the roof of the house and click on the roof to place the pigeon on the roof. Lumion knows what is under the mouse, so it knows it needs to place the pigeon on the roof, and not on the ground. Congratulations, you now know the basics for placing objects in Lumion.